Happy Thursday! I hope everybody is having a fantabulous day. I am Shannon. Payton. I'm a realtor with Exp Realty here in Delaware. And today I am going to be sharing some steps that you can use to sell your house in this current market. Houses are moving quickly, but I noticed today that when I was doing the market update that there isn't a lot of houses that are being listed as quickly as the inventory is moving. So what does that mean, Shannon? When inventory is moving slower than the houses are coming out, that means it becomes a seller's market. And right now that's what it is. So what this means is that, let's say there are 10 buyers. Well, for every 10 buyers, there might be like 3 homes, right? So that's how we get a seller's market. And that's pretty much what we have going on right now. So I want to share some ways for those of you who are homeowners who would like to purchase or sell rather, some steps that you can implement so that you can sell your house at the best cost and quickly, because that's really what it's about. Because the reality is if you list your home, one of the biggest concerns that you're going to have is how do I know that I'm going to get a good qualified buyer, right? How do I know that their monies are good? And I think that's why most people, and then how do I know if I choose an agent that they're actually going to do what they're saying? And I think that's why a lot of people right now in this market are choosing to do things like FSBOs, because they're not 100% comfortable. All right, so as you guys come on, if you can hear me, give me a wave. Let me know that you're here. I appreciate it. So first thing that we're going to touch on is going to be short sales. So, well, rephrase. So when you're going to list your home, typically you're going to utilize an agent. And I recommend that 10 times out of 10. And the reason being is real estate agents, I know for the state of Delaware, we take 99 hours of continuing education units. And that means that we are being held to a standard through the Realtor, National Association of Realtors, Delaware Association of Realtors, and for me, Sussex County Association of Realtors, to provide services to the public to keep you guys safe as far as home buying and selling. Okay, and with that, we have a clearer understanding of making sure that, you know, the disclaimers and disclosures and things are in place to make sure that you are protected. So when you choose to list your home can be sold different ways. And that's what I want to talk about today. So we're going to discuss the traditional means, which is I'm selling my home and it's selling for what it's worth, which is most people in this market, or where you might be upside down, which is more unlikely in this market than not, but you might be, which we're going to discuss short sales. And then we're going to also discuss something called express offers, or what we call e-buyers, which is something new. Okay, so if you have any questions, please at any time feel free to post them as I'm sharing. So the first thing that we're going to get into is traditionally listing your home. So let's say, okay, you're a homeowner, you inherit a home, you live out of state, you're ready to let it go. So what this type of sale is you would enlist the assistance of a realtor. Hi. And we would do a walkthrough of your home, assess what it is, do recommendations as far as repairs, or connect you to vendors who can help you with preparing your home to sell at top dollar. And then we would list it at that price and market it accordingly so that your home can sell and so that you can move when you are ready to do so. Okay, that's how most traditional sales go, meaning that in this current market, most people's homes are selling for more than they either owe on it or for what they bought it on. Particularly if you bought or purchased like around 2008 time frame, your house is definitely worth more now, or maybe 2010-ish. It's definitely worth more now than it was then. You have a lot of equity. I saw some statistics last night that said about $55,000 increase in equity for anyone who may have purchased a home in the past year. Okay, so you have that there. The next thing is going to be, you know, you might want to do that, or even maybe you don't want to sell your home. Maybe you want to do a refinance and you want to cash out, but we'll talk about that on another day. Okay. Another option that people have is short sales. So a short sale is, let's say you bought a house, and we're just going to use easy numbers here. Let's say you bought a house for $100,000, right? And it can only sell for 80. Now that's not realistic in this market. You bought a house for $100,000, shoot, it could sell for 300,000. You know, tomorrow. And I'm just saying that as like a number. I'm not saying that that's like a legitimate thing. So don't go and say Shannon said I could list my house for $300,000. We doing it, okay? But let's say that you bought a house for $100,000 and you can only sell it for 80. Well, that means that it would be a short sale because the home is being sold short of what's owed. Okay, and when you're doing a short sale, you would list the house, use a realtor, just as you would any other time. I am experiencing short sales, and what would happen is you can accept the offer on your home, and then you'd have to submit the documentation to your lender, and your lender would have to approve it because they would be taking the hit. In some instances, people end up getting what we call a 1099 or cancellation of debt for that difference after they participate in a short sale. It just depends. Okay. Then another way that you can sell your home, again, you would utilize a express offer certified realtor, which I am through EXP, through an iBuyer program. And what that basically says is that you would have the opportunity to have access to, I call it fast cash because it's a quick close. But let's say you don't really want to have to, you don't really want to wholesale, and I'll explain that a little bit too, because I think that's important to understand. So maybe you want to sell your house, but you want cash, and you don't really want to have it listed a super duper long time. Maybe you want to move in 45, 30 days, and you want to sell your home. Well, what Express Offer says is, okay, we have access to cash buyers, and we will, with your approval, submit your home for review through the list of buyers that we have that are already approved through the program. And based off of the condition of your home and pictures and possibly like a walkthrough of some sort, then they would submit an offer to you for cash for your home, typically with a 30-day close. And this would be really beneficial if you really want to sell your home, but you really don't want to go through having to have it listed and having people in and out your house and different things like that. And more importantly, it happens quickly. So that's typically how iBuyer programs go. So we've discussed traditionally selling your home, which in this market is very much so needed because we have, like I said, you might have 10 buyers, but there's only 3 homes. I know for Seaford School District, there was maybe 15 new listings in the month of February. You do the math. More than 15 people, I'm sure, wanted to move in and out of Seaford, but that's what the market report said. And 26 people had pending contracts, and I believe 17 actually closed in the month of February. So you hear those numbers. On the plus side of that, currently, the list pricing is here, but the actual purchase price is slightly under. So what that lets me know is that we're kind of hitting more of like a stable space, which is good for everybody because let's say you do want to sell your home, but your biggest concern is, I sell my house, where am I going to live? What am I going to find? Because there's not very many listings out there. So that's always something to consider, and I understand that as well. So, you know, we're getting into what I call busy season of real estate because most people want to move when it's warm. Okay, and we're starting to warm up in our area. Really briefly, I'm going to touch on wholesaling. Wholesaling is when you might have an investor reach out to you to sell your home, and they'll sell it to an investor. So one investor will sell it to another investor, and so it doesn't require as much on the front end, but it does have its own stipulations. I'm not really going to dive too deep into that. I'll leave that to those who do that regularly as an expert. So hopefully you found value in this video, that you have a better understanding about how to list your house and get money from it, how to list your house if you feel like that it's not going to sell for as much as you owe on it, as well as options that we have at EXP and that I can provide to anyone who allows me to list their home with our iBuyer program, which is going to provide you with a 30-day close, if you do want to sell your house and you want to get it done quickly and you want to do it with cash. Meaning cash with deep pockets. Okay, so the offer would be made and you can make a decision on whether or not you want to accept that offer or not. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to list them currently, like now, as we're running, or else you can just list them in the comments and I will be sure to answer them as soon as I see them. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Shannon Payton. I am a realtor here in Exp Delaware through Exp Realty, and my focus is helping you complete successful real estate transactions quickly and at the best price for you, and by providing additional services to those in need who might need credit or financial literacy assistance, so that they can reach their real estate goal, and helping them to sell their home or buy it. So feel free to give me a call, 302-330-2572, or you can visit my website at shannonpayton.exprealty.com, or feel free to email me. So I hope to hear from you guys soon. Share this with a friend and let me know what other topics you guys think you want to hear about as far as real estate is concerned, because I don't always know, you know what I mean, unless you guys tell me. So thank you for joining me today, and you guys have an awesome work week.